Welcome back to Spa-Francorchamps for Group 2 of our drivers' press conference. Joining us left to right, we have Charles Leclerc, Kimi Antonelli and Liam Lawson. Very warm welcome to you all. Charles, why don't we start with you, please? Congratulations once again on the win at Silverstone last time out. Just how much confidence does your success there give you coming to Spa?
I mean, it feels good, and this I cannot hide. And obviously, after the races, the previous races where I was struggling with the car and trying to find the feeling with the car, it feels good that to see that the work pays off. At the same time, as I said, it was only on one track, and now I want to reproduce that on different tracks. So yeah, it felt good, but then in terms of confidence, I'm always confident that if I do a good job inside the car, then the results come. And if I feel confident with the car and just at ease with the car, then things come. Yeah, the results will follow. But for that, I need to work. So it's what I've been trying to do in the past few days, to try and understand first why we were much better than what we expected in Silverstone, in order to try and reproduce that more often in the future.
What do you understand after the work you've put in on the simulator?
Yeah, I mean, definitely on my side, why I felt more comfortable. I already knew in Silverstone what I had changed and what made me feel more comfortable. In terms of overall performance, there are still, I think, some things that we need to dig into more. And I think for us to understand them fully, we need a few more laps to try some things. But yeah, it was still quite a surprising result for us in Silverstone.
And in terms of the pecking order, who do you think comes into Spa as favourites? Is it Ferrari or is it the man on your left?
No, I mean, my position is the same one as I had before Silverstone. For me, Silverstone and Spa are two tracks that should suit a lot better Mercedes. However, in Silverstone, I mean, it was honestly a surprise for us also to be strong, but we were also lucky on the Sunday because Kimi was probably as strong as what we expected. So yeah, I think in Spa, Mercedes is still the favourite.
Final one from me. You've been busy since the British Grand Prix. You've been in Spain, done some laps of the Madrid. Can you just give us your thoughts on the track? What did you make of it?
Well, I mean, I did some laps behind a Stelvio or whatever that car was, but the track was, I mean, obviously it was in the middle. There's still so much work, so there was so much dirt on the track, but it looks like a cool track, and I love city tracks, so it felt like a very challenging city track, which it has all the characteristics that I like. So I cannot wait to be trying it properly once we go there for the race weekend.
Does it have a nice flow?
Yeah, it does. But again, with the dirt that was on track, it's not like I could push flat out. So yeah, it's difficult to comment on that, but it looks like a cool track.
Charles, thank you very much for that. Kimi, let's come to you now. Can we throw it back to Silverstone, first of all? You had a lot of pace, but it turned into obviously a frustrating Sunday. What positives do you take from that weekend?
I mean, it was a very strong weekend overall. So that was the positive. We're up there in every sessions, and so that was a positive. You know, to see that the pace is good, the momentum is still there despite a few difficulties that we had previously. So yeah, that's a real positive. And you know, on my side, I just need to deliver. You know, and just try to maximize all the things that I have in my control. Then the rest, you know, I cannot really do much about it, other than just try to drive as fast as I can and keep delivering in performances.
And how much frustration is creeping in? Because 2 of the last 3 races now, you were on for big points, and it didn't happen for circumstances outside of your control.
Yeah, of course, it's very frustrating, but these are motorsports, so things things like this happens. Of course, I think now was enough, but it's part of the motorsport. As I said, these are external factors that you cannot really control. So as I said, just need to maximize every opportunity I get, try to maximize what I have in control, and then we'll see what the rest will be. But it's part of the sport, and the team, they're doing a tremendous job to make sure that all these issues are not happening again.
Okay. And tell us about your expectations for Spa this weekend. Charles thinks you guys are going to be quick.
Yeah, I mean, our car has been quick every races, so for sure I'd expect us to be up there. But also Ferrari, they were very strong in Silverstone. Was a surprise, So, but to be fair, we always kind of expected them to be up there because especially when it comes to qualifying, they seem to find some extra time. So definitely we think they can be up there this weekend. And then, of course, you can have a ride-off Red Bull, McLaren, because they can always come out and be fast as well. So, yeah, just as always, just focus on myself. But, yeah, we're pretty confident that the package is going to be good because it's been good all throughout this year.
Okay. Kimmy, thank you for that. And Liam, let's come to you. Can we start by talking about something non-F1 related? Because you drove Bruce McLaren's GT40 at Goodwood last weekend. You said your hands were shaking after the run. Can you explain why it was such an emotional moment for you?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Obviously, growing up in New Zealand, motorsport in New Zealand and Formula One especially, there's a lot of history. So, it's been a long time since the success of those guys. Obviously, Bruce starting McLaren. And that car specifically is obviously what won that race. And obviously, there's a pretty sick movie that's sort of about it. It's obviously more about the Ken Miles car, but obviously it's in the movie. And for me as a New Zealander, growing up learning about the history, working and having relationships, having mentors with people that were close or knew the families of Bruce, of Chris Amon, is very, very cool. So, yeah, very special. Probably won't ever have a feeling like that again in a race car.
Now, what about this year then? You're enjoying a tremendous run of form. You've scored in 7 of the 9 races so far. What pleases you most about the performances?
It's been very good. The car's been working very well. I think it's just the progression is probably the most satisfying part. Just the fact that each sort of upgrade we're bringing or each area we're focusing on, we're managing to execute and find those gains that we're searching for. So, yeah, it's been really, really good. Obviously, it's motorsport, so. Obviously, Kimmy's gone through it the last couple of weekends. Sometimes there's stuff that's going to happen that's out of your control, but right now, everything that's in my control, I'm trying to focus on, and it's been bringing results, which has been great. And
on a personal level, do you think you've taken a step forward this year?
I think so, but I think that comes as well just with more experience. The more races you do, I think, compared to how I was when I came to Formula One, naturally you learn, you get better. I think so. I've been very focused on trying to extract everything out of my own performance as well. So on that side, I feel very good.
All right. And there are upgrades this weekend. I think Arvid's got more than you, perhaps. But what are your hopes for this one? Do you think there's a double points finish is possible again?
I hope so. Let's see. I think it's a track that is should be reasonably similar to Silverstone. I think it was a good track for us. There's no reason why we shouldn't be strong, but obviously we have new parts on the car, obviously more on Arvid's side, but let's see what they do. Hopefully they work for us.
All right, thank you for that. Let's now bring in the broadcasters first of all, please. Who's going first? Yep, Davide.
David Croft, Sky Sports F1. It's a question for yourself, Kimmy. We all needed a rest after Silverstone. I'm sure you did as well. And you found yourself sat in the Royal Box at Wimbledon, chilling out for a bit. Up pops Roger Federer for a chat. Not a bad thing for a 19-year-old championship leader to do, chatting to an experienced Grand Slam winner like that. Did you ask him for any advice on coping with pressure and being at the top of the game? Or if not, what could you learn from Roger Federer's game that could apply to you in your position?
Yeah, I mean, it was great. It was my first time at Wimbledon. You know, in the past couple of years, I've got more and more into tennis. Obviously, also knowing Yannick, then you start watching, and so it was a really cool experience. Also as well to be able to talk with Roger, it was great. He told me a lot about the grass court, and also from his previous experiences, and it was just great to chat with him about anything, to be fair. We chat about my races, we chat about his, you know, when he used to play, or, you know, also about his life in general. So it was great, because I think he's also, other than an incredible athlete, you know, incredible person as well, very humble and very open as well. So it was great, and